What's up, YouTube? It's Trey from I Understand You, and today we're going to be talking about the subjunctive. And before we get started, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. They'll be very much appreciated. Well, let's jump right in. The subjunctive is kind of a tricky tense in Spanish because because in English, we don't necessarily have that tense. We do, but we don't really have to conjugate different verbs and do all that extra stuff. And how you're going to identify the subjunctive mood in Spanish is that at the end of infinitive verbs in Spanish, you have AR, ER, and IR verbs. AR verbs, they generally end in A or AS, but in the subjunctive mood, it's going to be E or ES. And for IR and ER verbs, it's going to change from ES or E to A or AS. That's how you will identify the subjunctive mood, at least in the present subjunctive. We'll get into the past subjunctive later on in another video. Stay tuned. The first use of the subjunctive mood in Spanish is to express wishes. For example, ¿Quieres que te llame? ¿Quieres que te llame? Do you want me to call you? Or another example would be espero que tengas un gran día. Espero que tengas un gran día. The second usage is to express doubt. For example, dudo que se haya ido. Dudo que se haya ido. Another example is no creo que venga él. No creo que venga él. I don't think he's coming. That's expressing doubt. The third usage is not to express, but to tell someone advice. For example, te aconsejo que te quedes en casa. I think that you should stay at home, or I advise you to stay home. Or another example, and this is kind of like a command, but it's also kind of like giving advice too, and that is asegúrate de que tu habitación esté limpia. You see, because usually it's está limpia, but it's esté limpia. Asegúrate de que tu habitación esté limpia. In certain sentence structures, and like it's usually after the word que. You have, like in the previous example, I said, asegúrate de que, then blah, 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 blah. It's going to be the same thing with phrases like para que and antes de que. You're going to use the subjunctive for those also. You're going to use the subjunctive for those also. For example, with para que, you can say something like, hice la comida para que tu hermano tenga algo de comer. I made this food so that your brother has something to eat. That's simple, that's simple, that's simple. Or you can say something like, tenemos que salvarlo antes de que sea demasiado tarde. We have to save him before it's too late. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like it, like I said, hit that like button and subscribe. This is like one of my first YouTube videos, so be like very mindful of that. I'm gonna get better as I go forward, and with teaching you guys Spanish, French, whatever language you want to know, because I'm not fluent in all of them, but I'm getting fluent. Let's get it. Thank you so much.